I promised an update on my worm bin grow box, so it's been a couple months. Let's see how it's doing. I had no idea that these flowers, these nasturtiums, were going to do what they did. I honestly have never grown them before, and I didn't really care. I just had some seeds from someone and started them as seedlings and put them in here, and they've just gone crazy. On the top, I tried to do some parsley and some marigolds, but I had birds that kept digging in here and trying to get to the worms that of course are connected right there to the worm bin, and they just kept messing up everything, digging out and tossing out lots of dirt, and of course the mix settled a little bit anyways, so this upper part isn't doing that great, but I've got some ideas to rectify that in the future. Of course, what we're really concerned about is how are the worms doing. So I normally keep this covered, but I just had some cardboard on top that I have moved aside already. And what I've been doing is, on the back side, I've been putting all my fresh scraps, and I've discontinued putting new scraps on this side here. I want this to kind of get finished, let the worms do their thing. But really, how are the worms doing? Are there even any worms in here? There's no bottom on this box. So, are there worms? You can see there are lots of castings. There are worms as well, all through here. And you don't have to look very hard, you can find a lot. This is almost completely broken down, but the challenge to this whole thing is that the sides are made up completely of treated lumber. There's no separation, no barrier between the lumber and the actual compost, the scraps and stuff that I'm putting in here. Everyone has an aversion, it seems, to treated lumber. I guess the chemicals are just going to, kill all the microorganisms, kill all your insects and your worms, but it's been several months. It's the beginning of July now, and I don't see any indication of that at all. So, what about the introduction of toxins into the compost or the worm castings? Well, what toxins are there? There's some copper. I suppose there might be higher levels of copper in this, but copper is an organic fungicide that is used commonly on fruit trees and such. So I'm really not seeing the reason why you can't make a worm bin out of treated lumber if that's what you want to do. They don't use arsenic anymore, of course, so I'm not sure what the problem is. I know for a fact, though, that after several months, my worms are just doing fine. There's no problems. This wood is going to last longer than non-treated wood. It's in direct contact with dirt, and so it won't break down nearly as fast. So I'm going to keep using it.